Hey everyone, my name is Darken and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be showcasing Valorant in Minecraft, also known as VALOCRAFT. So once you have successfully imported the map into your saves folder or into your server, you will be spawned in the spawn area. So as you can see, we have first is the credits. We have map by Glantex and created by Darken and Panic. So once you're here, you can see there are three different buttons. We have attackers, knife collections, and defenders. So before we go into knife collections, I'll be explaining that later on in this video, so stay tuned. So we have attackers and defenders. For example, I want to go to defenders. So if I click on this button, you can see defenders, you are defending. So once you selected your team, you will be teleported here to your team agent select. Currently, there are 7 different agents in VALOCRAFT. Starting off, we have the Sage, Viper, Reyna, Raze, Brimstone, Omen, and lastly we have is Jett. So I'll be explaining these agents later on this video, so stay tuned for that. So if I click on the attackers button, we will be teleported to the attackers agent select, and it has the same format, same arrangement of the agents, just like in defenders agent select. So the first agent we have on the list is Sage. So Sage has 2 different abilities. She has healing orb and slow orb. First, let's start off with the healing orb. Healing orb has a regeneration tree with 8 seconds, and it is a splash potion. You can basically heal your teammates with this or yourself. As you can see right here, we have regeneration tree. Next we have is slow orb. So slow orb is a lingering potion which has slowness 2 and it has 2-second duration. So if we right click this, and if we go into it, we will have slowness 2 for 7 seconds. You can throw another one. As you can see, it's just like the slow orb in game. Next we have is Viper. Viper is one of the agents that has 1 ability, but trust me, she is broken. Viper has Snake Bite, as we all know, it's her molly. As you can see, she has a lingering potion, which gives you poison tree for 7 seconds. So if we right click this, that is the Snake Bite. It's just right, don't worry. But if we go into it, we will get poison tree for 7 seconds. And I could really say that she is very OP. Let's try it once again. See, it gives us 7 seconds if we stay here in that on the lingering potion. And as you can see, it leaves me in 1 HP. The next agent we have is Reyna. So Reyna has 2 abilities. Of course, we all know she has a Devour and a Dismiss. Devour gives you regeneration for 4 seconds. So if we splash it to ourselves, we should have a regeneration 4. Next ability we have is Dismiss, Speed, Resistance 5, and Invisibility for 3 seconds. We get Speed, Invulnerability, and of course, Invisibility. And next we have is the Bombastic Raze, of course, Grenades. We have is Pain Shells. I know she has only 1 ability, but trust me, she is OP like Viper. So we have 4 pain shells. So if we throw this, an explosion happens. You can basically spam someone with these pain shells, like literally. Just downsides on her pain shells that if we throw it, for example, to a wall or a stair, it won't work. So if we right click, so if we throw it on the wall, it's not gonna work. And yeah, she's really OP also. You can basically spam anyone, but just make sure to hit the ground, not the wall. Next we have is Brimstone. Don't mind the head, please. Alright, so Brimstone has 2 abilities. Of course, his Sky Smokes and his Molly. If you throw his smoke, of course not to hit the wall or not to hit stair like that, it's not gonna work. If we right click, for example, on the ground, you have smokes. Try another one on this side and on this side. Basically we have 3 smokes, which is basically really nice. We have is the molly, which is basically I think this will be the one of the most broken abilities if you do it properly. So if I right click this, oh no, no, I just broke something. But yeah, so this is Brimstone's Molly. It's a 5v5 fire, and it's really loud. Holy, I think I'm burning the place down. But don't worry, fire spread is not on, or fire tick's not on, so nothing can be broken. But the only problem is that this thing will last forever. But if you're having problems to remove this, you can just do // replace near. This only works in the server if you have the world edit plugin. And then if I put radius, for example 10, then fire and air. So if you enter, as you can see, all of the fire is gone. And next one, we have the spooky ghost Omen. So Omen has two abilities. Of course, he has everyone's favorite TP and everyone's favorite paranoia. His TP is just an ender pearl, so you can throw it anywhere in the map. For example, I want to TP mid Kobe. So if I go there, I teleported just like Omen. Go back there, I'm just Omen. And then of course you have his paranoia. Make sure to use this properly because it is a splash potion. Of course it's a 7-second flash. Oh no, I can't see anything, and voila, you can see it again. It's just like the Omen in VALORANT. And of course, the last agent we have is Jett. So Jett has two abilities. She has Updraft and Tailwind. Updraft gives you jump boost 6 for 6 seconds. So if we splash it to ourselves, it's gonna give us jump boost. So of course, for example, I want to jump over that wall, splash Updraft, and we can basically go beyond the walls. Lastly, we have is Tailwind. So Tailwind gives speed 3 in 2 seconds. I want to dash here, so I'll just splash this, and it's just, you can give a speed boost. right now, I will be teaching you guys the commands for VALOCRAFT. This is a data pack I made exclusively for VALOCRAFT. So let's go ahead and learn on these commands. Open your chat and do slush function, and you can see a ton, I could say, commands that you can do with this. So for example, let's start off with a very important thing that you guys must learn. What you want to do is do VC colon reset. So if I enter it, this will bring us back to the spawn, and this will bring us back to the lobby team. But this will also remove all of our items that we have in the game, except the emeralds and the knives that we had on that round. You'll go back to the lobby team, just go ahead and select your team once again, and you can just, pick another agent of your choice. And next we have on the list is, y'all guys have to learn this. What to do is slash function VC switch. So this thing is like, it works like it's the reset button, but this one you only use this if you started a new half. Enter it, it will bring us back to the lobby, and it will remove all of our items except our knives. If you want to announce on which team won on that round, you can do slash function VC colon, and you can put 1 underscore, as you can see, ATK or DEF. ATK stands for attackers and DEF stands for defenders. For example, defenders 1. So let's just do this command. So it will show us a text, and it will alert us that defenders won that round. If somebody got an ace on, for example, on what team they are, you can do, let's try VC colon underscore ATK. This will show us that one of the attackers got an ace. So once you start a round or start a match, for example round 1, and if you switch sides, and if, for example, second half round 1, what you need to do is to do slush function VC start round. So if you do this, it'll give us 14 emeralds, which you can use to buy weapons and armor. What you can do, you can also force buy a sheriff. You can buy a ghost, you can buy classic or bullet, or you can buy shields. Every start of the round, you should use this command. So slush function VC round. This will give us additional 10 emeralds, and you can use these emeralds to buy whatever you need in shop. So in this last command, I would highly suggest you guys use the World Edit plugin. I recommend you guys to use World Edit for this, since this will remove these barriers. I know these barriers are placed wrong. We put these barriers to avoid server lag. So what you want to do in this command is this is the command you have to do. The commands are inside the files, so you guys can check it. This will open up barriers in both spawns. Yeah, there we go. So as you can see, the barriers are open. So if you want to bring back these barriers, what you can do is just the simple command // undo, and you can see that the barriers are back. Don't ever leave on the server if you type in this command. For example, the barriers are gone, and if you join back and do // undo, the barriers won't come back. But I recommend you guys not to do that. Right now, I will be giving you the command for the spike. So if you do slash function VC spike. So if you do this command, you will have the spike. So this spike can only be placed in gray concrete. You can place it around. Since we're in adventure mode, we can only place it on the gray concrete. So if I place it somewhere here in 45 seconds, just like in game, and to diffuse it, you can just simply right click it. I can't even find any plugin for the diffuse, so I guess we'll stick with a one click. So lastly we have is the knife collections, but I would highly suggest you guys to go into knife collections before you choose your team, whether you're defenders or attackers, since you cannot go back once you choose your team. Go into the knife collections first, and everyone will love these skins. So we have 7 different types of knives. Starting off, we have is the glitch pop dagger. Let's get this dagger first. The Ruin Dagger, Reaver Dagger, Sovereign Sword, Prime Axe, Singularity Knife, Matte Black, and lastly we have is the Prism Axe. So these knife skins, they have the same amount of damage so that everything would be balanced. For example, this is an iron sword, this other one is a diamond sword. They just deal the same damage like a wooden sword. Since, for example, whatever knife skins you choose, they have the same damage so that everything will be fair and balanced. So that's it. That's everything you have to learn for VALOCRAFT. So we've finally covered up everything, starting from the teams to the knives. I hope you guys enjoyed this amazing video. I don't really make this kind of videos, but I think I must do this video for you guys to know what's inside VALOCRAFT. And of course, if you want to download VALOCRAFT, it's all in the description below. Thank you guys so much, and I hope I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.